A new wave of upcoming games is focusing on harsh difficulty, intense combat, and unforgiving systems that challenge every move. These titles are built around survival under pressure, where mistakes are costly and every encounter feels tough to overcome. Let's get into it. Mortal Shell 2 is an action RPG where players control a harbinger who can possess fallen warriors called shells, each offering unique abilities and combat styles that can be improved by uncovering memories. Combat removes stamina limits and relies on timing, posture breaking, and weapon upgrades to handle enemies. The game includes a connected map with multiple paths, over 60 dungeons, and varied locations where players recover guarded ova and collect new shells, weapons, and upgrades.
Of meaning. It is endless.
That's why she made you. To tread the unfound path. This foul passenger, he's the poison in your mother's heart. You must become the cure.
Who goes there? Oh, you look familiar. Can you aid me? I've been waylaid. Leave me. It's my companion, a feline. He's gone. That's it. Will you look for him? It's an endless pursuit. I don't think I can go back to rousing commerce. If he's been harmed, I don't know what I'd do. Keep an eye out, please.
What's next, Harbinger? You know, once I thought I'd find the eggs, the ova, all on my own. But few remain, and even fewer are unguarded. You've come far. Look. You're nervous? You'll get used to it. Now go.
I fire the urge.
Less.
Even the crows refuse.
Valor Mortis is a first-person action Souls-like where players control William, a revived soldier of Napoleon's army, fighting through a plague-ravaged version of Europe using melee weapons and supernatural powers. Combat is based on parries, dodges, and finishing moves, with each defeat allowing progress through new abilities and upgrades. Players move through corrupted battlefields, face hostile creatures, and uncover hidden paths while investigating a spreading plague and the cause behind their return.
What horror has been unleashed on these lands? Some escape in daydreaming, some in madness. What madness has taken hold here? Am I dreaming this hellish nightmare?
100年ごとに討伐を繰り返すも蘇り、決して死なず。
Beast of Reincarnation is an action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic Japan where players control Emma alongside her companion dog Ku in a combined combat system that mixes real-time actions with turn-based commands. Players can use sword attacks while directing Ku to perform abilities creating coordinated strategies. Progression includes skill trees, gear, and spirit stones that support different playstyles as players travel through changing environments, defeat powerful bosses, and collect abilities needed to confront a central threat. Lords of the Fallen 2 is an action RPG set 100 years after the previous game, where players explore a darker land affected by the spread of the Umbral Calamity. Combat is designed to be faster and more responsive, using parries, blocks, varied weapons, and execution moves against different enemy types. A revised dual realm system allows active switching between realities during play. The game also includes cooperative play, letting players progress together through combat and areas. Mistfall Hunter is a third-person action PvPvE extraction RPG where players take the role of Guild Hunters entering dangerous areas to collect loot and escape safely. Combat combines melee and magic with precision aiming combos and weak point attacks against creatures and rival players. Players can choose from multiple classes, build skills and talents, and switch combat styles. Matches involve solo or team play, where survival depends on defeating enemies and successfully extracting with collected resources.
Brutals don't just cause pain to those who fall in battle.
The Relic First Guardian is an action RPG set in the ruined land of Arsiltis, where players collect relics that carry memories and over 70 passive effects to shape combat and abilities. Attacks do not consume stamina, which is used for dodging and defense, while skills run on cooldowns for a steady combat flow. Players equip unique weapons and armor, build custom styles through skill trees, and face more than 70 bosses tied to the world's past.
Listen to their stories. Help them find what they need. Because you were the first guardian.
Tides of Annihilation is an action-adventure set in a destroyed version of London where players control Gwendolyn and investigate an invasion from another realm. Combat includes fighting large groups of enemies alongside spectral knights, each with different abilities that can be combined for coordinated attacks. Players move through altered city areas, encounter massive knight enemies that can be climbed and battled, and uncover story elements linked to the invasion and Gwendolyn's family. Vindictus Defying Fate is an action RPG where players control distinct characters with unique skills and command inputs in close-range combat. Battles rely on reading enemy attacks using precise dodges, counters, and strong strikes to deal damage. Players move through 3D dungeons and varied areas while improving combat abilities and customizing characters with gear and appearance options. The game supports both solo play and online co-op, allowing players to fight together against enemies. Fatekeeper is a first-person RPG where players use both melee weapons and magic to fight enemies with different patterns and weaknesses. Combat requires timing, positioning, and choosing the right mix of attacks and spells. Players build their character through attributes, spell types, and equipment shaping different combat styles. The game includes varied areas such as battlegrounds, caverns, forests, and ruins, where players collect relics, gear, and hidden lore while progressing through its narrative path.
O tu makun bak druoko Mori. Oto nanto ka ito. Litanku barakitan. O krotuka koranchi, falumak hokre oritoma. Takarun kal rokushi, washikotan. Uroshi Hitar Udanoti Merituk Udan Ketoanshi Udan Vetakipa.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Capcom proudly presents the latest all-new entry.
Onimusha Way of the Sword is an action game set in an Edo-era Kyoto, affected by a dark force called Malice, where players control a samurai fighting Genma creatures. Combat focuses on close-range swordplay with precise strikes during intense encounters. The protagonist uses an Oni gauntlet that grants special power against enemies. Players progress through stages filled with hostile threats and uncover story elements tied to the samurai's purpose and the spread of Malice.
Miyamoto Musashi.
Let's see your best then, eh?
Musashi set out on his journey with a simple goal: master the sword and stand peerless above all swordsmen. But the Genma had other plans. Musashi is struck down, but finds himself revived with an Oni gauntlet on his arm. Now, Musashi has a new goal: rise up against the monstrous Genma ravaging the land, and carve himself a new fate. But his path is not a lonesome one. A vibrant cast of allies awaits.
Musashi!
And his old rival, Sasaki Ganryu, stands firmly in his way. With blade in hand and fate in the balance, will Musashi's bloody battles against formidable foes deliver him hope or despair? Kyoto's history is abound with many strange tales and unsettling mysteries. And you can experience strands of these hidden legends woven throughout the story. Feel the ring of steel on steel, intense duels. Reduce enemies to pieces with a devastating Isen. Parry and deflect attacks with well-timed blocks to turn the tide of battle in your favor. And, of course, absorb souls with the Oni Gauntlet to recover health or ready powerful abilities. Moving from one bloody and desperate battle to the next, Musashi searches for his reason to fight. What answers will he find at the end of his blade? Miyamoto Musashi walks the perilous path of the Onimusha. And on it, a new legend will be forged.
比如说我们说的这个舞狮，咱们去年也一起去深圳。
Phantom Blade Zero is an action RPG where players control Soul, a warrior with limited time who fights assassins while uncovering a larger conspiracy. Combat is based on fast martial arts techniques, using over 30 weapons and combining special phantom edges to create different attack styles. Players can obtain enemy weapons and learn their abilities to expand combat options. The game includes varied environments and encounters where players track clues and progress through connected events.
怪物、大型 BOSS 的一种战斗的风格，但是在近距离的时候，它又体现出人形 BOSS 的一个风格。比如说前面那个人就会飞起来，用2条腿来踢。那么这些东西结合起来，就会发现出现了一种在整个的动作游戏领域都有点耳目一新的一种体验。然后还有一个就是包括我们这次 TGA 大家非常喜欢的，我们里面有一个角色是醉酒剑法。
眼见养生的时候，对。
那么醉拳这个元素呢，其实在过去的武侠片里、功夫片里，其实我们是见过很多的，其实是一种标志性的一种浪漫情怀的中国武打文化的一种浪漫表达吧。那么我们这一次呢，就做了一个这样的 BOSS， 他就是能够不断的通过喝酒来积攒他的某个能量。醉了以后呢，他的身法也比较飘忽不定，他的攻击也比较飘忽不定，他的剑会从各种意想不到的方向打过来。更加巧妙的就是说，我们如果击败了这个 BOSS， 我们还可以获得他的使出醉剑的能力。那么玩家也可以在极限的时候进行各种非常灵活的躲闪，之后进行反击，而一切看起来好像都是东倒西歪的那种醉醺醺的，但却形成了一种又醉又优雅的一种战斗的风格。好像你在重新创造整个动作游戏，重新创造所有的动作游戏的模板，而这些模板一创造出来，大家看哇，一点都不突兀，一点都不觉得违和，因为这些东西、这些动作都是已经深入我们骨髓里面的一种浪漫情怀。我们就常说武侠，对吧？它其实有2个层次，一个是武，一个是侠。那武是什么呢？武就是外在表现，就是所谓的动作。这个武打的表达，我们去年的时候应该是探访了很多门派，然后回到咱们这动捕棚里面来，把它转化成游戏的数据。其实我们今年又有更多的这样的研究和发掘，就是如何把中国的传统的这种武术，还有传统的武侠电影、功夫电影里面的一些表达方式，能够用到游戏上来。我们刚刚说的是武的层面，那么武侠，其实侠的层面当然是更重要的。武是外显，那么侠是内在。如果用一句话来描述侠的话呢，我觉得侠他的精神就在于，哪怕是自己身陷困境，他首先要想到的是他人，他首先要想到的是为天下的苍生，就是点亮一盏灯。去年的时候我们说过，就是主角说寻找我的心，它有2层含义。第一个，他物理上他的心受伤了，那么江湖里面是不是还有些方式可以救他呢？是不是还可以，我用这66天是不是能找到医治我的这个心的方式？这个是第一层，拯救我的肉体。第二个其实是更重要的，就是说拯救我的灵魂。因为这个主角他是一个组织里面的高手了，他前半生一直都在给这个组织去征战四方。这里面就会有个命题，就是说之前那样是活了很长的时间，但是之前那样算不算真正的活着？因为你是作为一个工具，你是作为一个组织去征战四方的一个棋子，你要杀谁，你要救谁，可能并不是由你自己来决定的。那么在最后的66天，他就想自己真正的活一次，自己真正的活66天，要自己践行自己心中的侠义之道。因为侠它实际上就代表了什么？它代表的是平民中涌现出来的英雄，草根精神的英雄。
Please, take it. Save our...
那么这个我觉得也是另外的一种寻心，就是他要寻找他的初心，当年那个一腔热血的少年，还没有被这个武林磨去棱角也好，或是被这武林异化也好，之前的那种赤子之心，我觉得这个可能也是我们想传达出来的侠的这样的一个主题吧。我们如果是玩过很多 ARPG 或者 RPG 游戏的玩家，就会非常了解支线和主线。我们永远有一条主线任务，然后去你自己的恩怨也好，要解决你自己的事情，那么你可以理解为那是主线。那么在支线，你肯定会在你的这一路中会遇到一些萍水相逢的其他的人。那么其他的人会有其他的故事，你是他故事里的一个过客。也就是说，你在帮助别人的过程中，就是有点像蝴蝶效应，扇起了一个翅膀， 那么你在行侠仗义的过程中，你有可能会对你自己的主线，对你自己的爱恨情仇的故事发生一些影响。那么在这影响之下呢，你就会发现，那你只要是按你的侠义之道去行事，你只要做好这些事情，你会发现它整个就会有一个更加宏观的影响。我觉得这个可能也是一个很有禅意的一种解读吧。你是谁取决于你做的所有的事情，然后你只要是坚持一个原则去做了所有的事情，这些看起来没有关联的事情就会结合起来影响到你是谁，并且影响到你后面的事情进展。接下来我们肯定就是努力的完成，把这个游戏打磨到我们满意的程度。我们希望在我们的能力范围内呢，给玩家呈现足够精彩的产品。那这个肯定是目前最重要的工作。在影真灵的 TGA 的预告片里面，一个大侠救出一个火场中的婴儿，救出这个婴儿了以后，这个婴儿成长为新的大侠，就是我们的主角。而在现实世界上，我们就像那个孩子，就像那个襁褓里的婴儿，以前的创作者传承下来的养育成长的一个孩子。我们从小就是看这些武侠电影啊，看这些功夫片长大的，受到这种文化的熏陶和影响，最后呢传承了这份精神。我希望把这精神用新的载体传播下去，向全球观众、全球的玩家打造一张新的名片。像最早的时候，李小龙把功夫这个词拿到了好莱坞，然后现在功夫、康复，这甚至都已经变成了一个普通的英文单词。我觉得如果我们能够做到这一点，不管最后的商业的结果是怎么样的，我觉得我们都已经取得了我们自己所认为的成功。